welcome to my channel. In today's look, I'm doing my go-to party look. This is a look I basically do for every party I go to. So if you'd like to see this look, just keep on watching. First off, I'm just applying my Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Light Medium to my problematic areas. This just gives extra coverage and hides all redness. This step is completely optional and can be skipped if need be. Now going in with my eyebrows, I am using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow Pomade in the shade Ebony and applying this using a small angled brush. To carve my eyebrows, I'm going in with the same concealer and my Bobbi Brown concealer blending brush. Repeating this step on the top of my brows as well. Just also blending out the concealer so there's no harsh lines. Now going in with that same concealer, I'm applying this to the base of my eyelids. Setting that concealer with my Mercier translucent powder and my sponge. Now just going in and dusting off any excess powder. For the eyes, I'm just sticking tape to the outer corner of my eyes to give my edges a more defined and sharp look. Moving on to eyeshadow, I've gone in with my Huda Beauty Rose Gold Edition palette, using the shade Sandalwood, I think that's how you pronounce it, as my transition colour. So I'll just be adding that to my crease with my Morphe M505 brush. I'm also bringing it pretty high because I still want to see the shade when I do a cut crease. And bringing it all the way to the tape. Now going in with the Kylie Cosmetics Bronze Palette, I am using this shade right here. That is in the shade Hematite, I think that's how you pronounce it. And I'm just applying this slightly below the transition colour, but also bringing it out towards the tape. The next colour I'm going in is this one right here in the shade Bronzite, and I will be applying this shade to darken my outer eye and also bring it up into my crease. Now I'm just going in with my Zoeva 230 Luxe Pencil just to really deepen up my crease. Next I just went in the shade Obsidian just to really darken up the edges with my Morphe M330 brush. Next it is time to cut crease. Using the same concealer, I'm doing a half cut crease with a flat angled brush. And just setting that concealer, going back in the Huda Beauty palette using the shade Beige, which I didn't record, but it looks like a whitish kind of creamy colour. Now just going back into the Kylie Cosmetics Bronze Palette in the shade Obsidian and just really darkening up the edges with my Morphe M330 brush. Now going in with the glitter from Urban Decay in the shade Glamrock. Basically just creating glitter where I've applied concealer from the cut crease. This glitter does take a little while to dry, so just be careful before applying new coats, and please do not open your eyes fully while you're doing this because it does not look pretty when there is glitter on your upper crease. For the liner, I am using the Too Faced Black Liquid Art Eyeliner, making sure I stay as close as possible to the upper lash line. Now I'm just removing the tape and any fallout from the shadow. After moisturizing and priming, I'm just going in with my MAC Studio Fix foundation in the shade NC30 and just applying that with my flat brush, spreading it equally all over my face. Now just going in with my damp beauty blender and just basically smoothing out all the foundation lines I've made. Moving on to concealer, I am using a mixture of Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Light Medium, and Urban Decay Naked Skin in the shade Medium Dark. And of course, blending that out with my damp beauty blender. To set my concealer, I'm just going back in with my Mercier translucent powder. Now just applying concealer to the bridge of my nose, my chin, and my forehead. Blending that out again with my beauty blender. And of course, setting that as well. And setting the rest of my face with my MAC pressed powder in the shade Medium Dark and my MAC 134 large powder brush. Moving on to bronzer, I am using my Too Faced Dark Chocolate Bronzer with my Morphe E48 brush. I'm applying this to my forehead, cheekbones and jawline in a circular motion, like so. Now just dusting off the powder under my eyes. And adding powder just under my bronzer. For my blush, I'm going in with my Colourpop that is actually an eyeshadow, but I use it as a blush as well, in the shade Wait For It, using gentle circular motions from the apple cheeks to my cheekbones. Then I'm just going back in and dusting off the powder under my bronzer. To finish off the eyeshadow, I'm going back in with the Kylie bronze palette in the shade Obsidian, using my 213 MAC fluff brush. And I'm just applying that right underneath my waterline from the outer corner towards the center. Then going into the shade Hematite to the inner corner towards the center. To finish off my eyes, I'm just going in with my Sephora Outrageous Curl Mascara and just coating the top and bottom of my lashes. going on to my favorite step, applying highlighter. I am using the iconic London Illuminator and just placing dots on the high points of my cheekbones, the tip and bridge of my nose. Then just going in with my beauty blender and blending it out. Dang. For lipstick, I'm going in with my fave lipstick from Too Faced in the shade Cool Girl. To finish off this look, I'm going in with my favorite highlighter from Becca in the shade Champagne Pop and just applying that to the inner corner of my eyes. The tip of my nose and my cheekbones. So this is the final look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll leave everything I use in the video in the description box below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already.